What's the worst tattoo someone has asked you to do that you've refused? Once a young kid 21 came in and wanted Shrek around his dick and balls. Not on it. It would look like Shrek was opening his mouth and his junk came out. That was the easiest no I've ever given. Some people aren't the sharpest tool in the shed. 10 more replies. How damaged does one need to have an ID like that? I can't shake the feeling that he would have wanted his girlfriend to get a tattoo on her so it looks like her vag would be a mouth. Once I was waiting at a shop and a family came in because their teenage son wanted a Hatchet Man tattoo. My artist begrudgingly agreed to do the ink and sent them back to get ready. He walks over to me and tells me how much this kid is going to regret this stupid tattoo, and he normally has morals about what he will put onto people. But he really needed the money and the whole family was excited about his first tattoo. While the kid was getting his future regrets permanently applied, the dad was super excited to show me his cock that hangs below his knee. He rolls up his pant leg to reveal a huge full color tattoo of a rooster hanging from a noose, positioned below his knee. A sad one was we once had an older lady come in who was completely high on some sort of opiate/drunk as fuck, asking to get her new boyfriend's name tattooed on her. She was standing with her eyes shut, swaying back and forth, rambling about how she had to get new guy's name on her because he didn't like that her ex-husband's name was on her, but that she didn't really want to get the tattoo, but the new guy was insisting she did because he was really angry about it. She said he was outside waiting, and when I looked up he was standing with his arms crossed glaring at her through the window. That was a hard pass. Looked like a really awful situation for the woman. She did not seem in a good place. When people want 50 million things in one design, they need a dream catcher with Harry Potter symbols, their kids' dates of birth in Roman numerals, plus an infinity symbol feather with bad silhouettes coming off it. Also it needs to be 3 centimeters long and cost £10. I love tattooing dumb shit though. I did a guy's boss's initials under his big toe. Couple of days ago a guy came in for big cunt only on his ankle. One guy got keep on rolling around his nipple as his first tattoo. Workmen are usually the ones to get weird stuff. Got tons of stories of stuff like that. Edit. Since some people asked, a random assortments of shit that's happened the past couple of years. Told this story before but here goes. Not an artist, but this happened about 20 years ago. I remember my friend's sister wanted a tattoo of a scorpion on her pelvic region, being that she was a Scorpio. She was immensely afraid of the pain in getting a tattoo, so she went and got super drunk before doing so, and had her 2 brothers and I go up with her and a friend. The artist knew this, and refused to do the tat, because of her condition for a number of reasons including legal. She cold sobered up, and said she didn't ask for it, or was not in her right state of mind. Health. Alcohol causes issues. Quality. The possible extra bleeding, and being that drunk people aren't the stillest bunch in the world, the tat would probably come out looking like crap. She makes a big fuss about it, saying she knows what she wants. She isn't drunk, blah blah. She mentioned something about the artist missing his chance to get to see this pussy and flashes her gash at him, and her brothers and I saw too. This tattoo parlor also had a pool table, so she goes and knocks all the balls in the pockets thinking it was a pay table. It wasn't, and mentioned something about them having to buy more balls. The 3 people that worked there had a funny yet if she fucks up anything seriously it's her ass look about them. The older brother finally snatches her up and carts her out while she screams something like "fuck it, I didn't want one anyway" on the way to the door, along with other vulgarities. The younger brother and I were apologizing to the others there, and they were like, "It's cool, just get her home safe, and if she stills wants it when she sobers up, tell her to come on back." The next day the brothers told her about her actions and how embarrassing it was for all involved, and she felt pretty bad about it. So she went back while sober and apologized and got over her fear and got the scorpion tattoo from them. As with everyone else, not a tattoo artist, but asked the guy who does mine. He said he had a World War II fanatic who was a regular and got a lot of battle scene stuff and WW2 nostalgia tattoos. The final piece he wanted was a portrait piece on his back of Hitler and Churchill. Tar refused as he didn't want to be associated with tattooing Hitler on someone, but said the guy wasn't racist or anything, just a huge WW2 buff. My friend got drunk and tried to get a tattoo of his ex. Halfway through the tattoo, early stages, the tattoo artist realizes it's his ex because they started talking and shit. My friend's very well thought through plan was to present the tattoo to his ex and get her back. So the artist tells him to get sober and come back the next day, refusing to finish the tattoo. My friend makes a fuss, but agrees. The next day my friend comes back, and the artist offers several sketches on what he can do with the outline he started, refusing to finish it as the friend's ex. He ended up getting an astronaut staring at moon. One of the most cool looking tattoos I have ever seen. Edit. Due to popular demand I included a sketch of the tattoo, since I couldn't reach the friend at the moment. Haven't seen him in a while. The initial outline of her face was covered with the moon, and the artist added the astronaut floating in the space. Kinda like that famous photo of astronaut floating alone in the space, but he wasn't facing the camera, but the moon. So it looked super cool. Have a friend who's a tattoo artist. Once had a woman come into his shop and ask for a full-sized ruler tattooed on her inner thigh because she was tired of guys lying to her. Another guy wanted his dick to have an elephant trunk tattoo with matching elephant ears on each thigh. Buddy told him, I'm sure you can get it done, but I'm not fucking doing it. This dude proceeds to ask every artist in the shop only to be turned down and sent out to look for another shop. Worst request I ever got. Extremely drunk college girl came in wanting her ex's name tattooed around her asshole because apparently, and I quote, he was a god at eating ass. Told her to come back sober, that I wasn't going to. Next day her friend came in and apologized and gave me $20 for not being a dick. Also part 2. This younger guy came in with a fake ID. The girl that used to run our front desk spotted it right away and called me over. I asked what he was wanting done, and he proceeded to tell me he wanted a swastika in memory of his dad. Okay, well, shop policy, no racist or gang tats. I explain this and he's cool. He comes back a few days later absolutely shit-faced demanding I do this tattoo because he is a customer and I have to take his money if he wants it. I finally get sick of listening to the little shit complain and tell him flat out no. He didn't like that and said he would call his dad. Same dad he said he wanted the memorial tattoo of. We all called him out and he realized he fucked up, sprinted out of the shop and ran right into a parked car and knocked himself out. Ambulance and cops come talk to us then leave. Never saw him again. Edit. I only asked what the kid wanted because he was obviously on pills or something and wanted to keep him calm until we could get him out. I would never tattoo a minor no matter what. The only time I refused to do a tattoo was because this guy was creepy. Everything was off. Insistent. Trying to lower the price. I don't know. I just didn't want to give him an address at all. I can't explain it. Sometimes I just get this sensation. My whole body tells me no. If you do this, you'll end up in the trunk of a car, and I always trust myself, so yeah. No tattoo for the guy that, by the way, claimed his wife was a tattoo artist too. If it's true, she'll do it, lol. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and press like button.